I'm unloading the groceries out of the car, and look who's in my car. It's a squirrel. What do you want out of there? You want a brownie? You want a brownie? What do you want out of there? A brownie? You usually like nuts. You usually like nuts, buddy. Now I guess I'll have to wipe everything down because it's got little squirrel feet all over it. I'm going to get him out one and give him one of these. Hello! I'm glad that you're here. Well, I had to go to Sam's today to get the regular monthly grocery haul. So I thought I'd do the parts of it in the car that I could. I'm in the process of getting the things in and out of the car, getting it out of the car and into the house. So it's a little bit of a workout for me because there's quite a bit of stuff this month. You know, we just go once a month now. We're really cutting back on how many trips we take to the grocery store or to Sam's. We're consciously consuming the groceries that we purchase, and we're not wasting a bit. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that haul for you. Right here in the car. The big heavy stuff that it might take me just a little bit to get in. Not all of it's big and heavy, but I've already taken the cold stuff in. I'll go in the house and do that part with you and show you what I got in there. Well, we got the Fresh Step kitty litter. I like those 4 bags. They seem to work out better for us. And then you can just add what you need as you clean. I got the ice drinks right here. You can see there's not many dark drinks in it. I really like the dark drinks. But they had the whole case of ice drinks this time. They don't always have them. I got these Lance toasty cheese crackers. My husband really likes these, but they're in a different kind of container. I'm thinking they probably downsized them. I think you used to get 6 crackers in a pack. I'm not sure how many you get. Maybe I see it here, 6 per pack. So we'll see if they've downsized these Lance crackers, but they were nowhere near as big a box as you usually get. So the packaging is definitely downsized from the outside. I got these sparkling waters. Now these are Members Mark brand. I wanted to taste them and see if they were just as good as the ice brand. If they are, then why not save a buck? But I had to buy them first to taste them to see. But I still like the ice drinks. Right here we got these for the kids. They love these. This is one of their favorite snacks. So Donald likes for me to pick these up. I got this. This was $12. It's normally $19, but they're going to quit selling it. So I went ahead and picked that up to put it downstairs where storage is at. So we'll have some when we need it. Now I have 6 grandchildren, and I have 2 of them that come from school. So when they come from school, they need an after-school snack. So I got Nutty Buddies, the Nilla wafers. Now I use these to make the banana puddings, and I've got some bananas, so we'll see if I need them to make the banana puddings with, or I might just deliberately include one into the menu. Let's see what I got. These little chocolate chip cookies. They're a snack, a good after-school snack. Well, the other kids get them too, but you know, really, whenever they get out of school, they need a snack. I do have healthier snacks. I have bananas and apples, always. They can have waffles or toast or anything they need. Donald needed these, so I picked those up for him. And now he'll have those whenever he goes to his mom's and he'll have his own pillows. Did I show the onions? I got these sweet onions. Sweet onions, I love onions of any kind. I will eat them. It doesn't matter what kind they are. I love onions. But there's a lot of family members, the kids, they like the sweet onions on their hamburgers and on their hot dogs. We got these plates that our little granddaughter that has autism and Down syndrome uses. I got the Oakless yogurt. We normally get the Chobani. We like the Chobani better. Me and Madeline in particularly, we really like the yogurt. And then I got strawberries for all of the kids that love strawberries. I got the specific yogurt that my husband loves. He loves the Activia. I've got these little brownies. That's what the squirrel wanted, and that's what I gave him. I took one out and broke it in half and gave it to him. I got the butter. They did not have unsalted. Salted was all they had, and that's okay. My kiddos like that on toast. I got Eggos and this cheese. This American cheese. And it looks like it's got damaged. Did that squirrel eat that cheese? I might have to take that back. The cheese was more dented than it was squirrel chewed on, so I think we'll be all right there. Let's see, I have got a lot of stuff out here. I may tell you about something more than once. I've got the rotisserie chicken. You know, you can't go to Sam's and not get a rotisserie chicken. Donald likes the ones that are really cooked well, so this one's been good and cooked, and it's a good size. And we got these 4 pounds of sliced strawberries. I think they have been shrink inflated because that package doesn't look as big. But I think I can always check. I've got the other package. I like to keep the old packages so I'll know when the shrinkflation happens. Strawberries are in season right now, but we're not going to worry about whether we get to go to the farm or not because they're not cheaper. They're not cheaper at the farm anymore. They used to be, but now they've just got them jacked up for the experience. We bought this. This, I already showed you, you know, for just fresh eating. They like them just washed and put in a little container, and we eat those. Excuse the dishes. I've got dishes I've got to do since I've got back. And then I have been crazy. You know, we make our own pickles most of the time. These here are dill pickle chips, and you get them out of the refrigerated section, and I love these things. In fact, I have been eating these pickles just like I would eat a snack, just like I would chips or something, which I don't eat a lot of chips, you know that. But I occasionally eat pretzels and nuts and things like that. But this has turned out to be an awesome snack. They're delicious with food and delicious on sandwiches, but I really like them. They're just dill pickles, kosher deli style, and they're delicious. I've really got a hankering for these lately. Well, I got these croissants. It looks like you don't get as many croissants. This hasn't been opened yet, and if you put that up, it looks like there is missing some croissants. I looked at all of them. They all look the same way. I don't think anybody's opened them. It's still sealed. I mean, it was a little bit, the seal was a little bit nicked on this side, but it hasn't been opened. They were $5.96, and today I'm going to have a croissant sandwich. I'm going to make it a chicken sandwich from the rotisserie chicken. I've got some of my salve stuff sitting over there, so I got to be careful. I don't want it to spill. But I'm going to take rotisserie chicken and put it in a bowl and clean it up. And I'm going to open one of these croissants and make a chicken croissant for lunch today. I got Ballpark 24 beef hot dogs, and then I got several packs of meat here. Meat, the beef was outrageous. I hope they get that straightened out in America. I hope they get it where Americans can provide their own beef. This pack was $20.69, and the other packs were, that one was $7.78, and then there's one under there, and those were pork. So we had pork and the sirloin tips, Angus beef sirloin tips for $20. I like to leave them in that bag for as long as I can. But these will be in our meal menu. You know, we have venison in our freezer from where Donald got several deer this year. We have a few chickens stored up and stuff like that. But these are for meal plans. And then I got the pork. And so all in budget. Not gonna go out of budget or spend a lot on money on things that are out of the budget. I guess you saw the bananas. Now the bananas, when we get them from Sam's is like the best place to get bananas in our area. This is 3 pounds of bananas for $2.76. And I get them green, but of course they turn. And they're ready to eat in no time. And then we have to be sure we eat them before they get too brown. But if they do get too brown, I've got a few recipes that I can use to use them up and not throw them away. This rotisserie chicken was $4.98 for a whole cooked rotisserie chicken. And so that's lunch. Lunch will be that croissant and chicken that I'm going to make. And then dinner tonight, supper, will be one of those steaks. Me and Donald will have one of those steaks, and we'll have a baked potato. And I normally would have salad, but lately salads have been tearing up our stomachs, so we're taking a break from the salad. So I'll have the steak, the baked potato, and probably green beans, and that'll be our supper for tonight. Well, that's the Sam's haul for today. It was interesting that we had a squirrel in the car checking out the groceries today. I'll have to let my little grandson know. He feeds that squirrel and he loves it, and he calls it his squirrel. So I have to let him know his squirrel got in a car today and was munching on some, trying to sniff out and see what kind of groceries he wanted out of Grammy's Sam's haul. But I'll be doing that today. I'll be putting everything up. I did get hot dog buns, hamburger buns, and 2 loaves of bread in the haul that I forgot to share with you. Let's see, I think that's all. Yeah, that's all we got. Thank you for joining me today. And like always, until next time.